Everyone, welcome to the Peepo Coin channel. I hope you will subscribe by the end of this video. For a while now, tokenization has been a major topic of discussion in the industry. Then, because stable coins are such a huge part of the market that has been mostly ignored for years and years, they have recently become the main topic of conversation. However, that is, until Ripple remarked, "Hey, guess what? RUSD is on its way. We are planning to launch." After that, it seemed like stable coins were all over the place, and the conversations about them went into overdrive. However, if we go all the way back to 2022, I believe that's when we first saw it. For example, we witnessed the implosion of Luna notwithstanding the bear market and the collapse of FTX. According to a research released in early 2023, stablecoins were growing at a rate of $11 trillion annually. It's crazy, like that. Yearly increase volume of $11 trillion. Consider how absurd that is. Stable coins during a bear market when it seemed like the sky was going to drop. There was no good news anyplace. Nevertheless, they spent $11 trillion. We realized then that stable coins would be quite popular. Then towards the end of the year, Ripple puts out a post saying, "The race for stable coin is underway." And it hasn't even been released onto the market yet. The following year saw a lot of talk about stable coins. Stablecoins were widely used after 2024. We have this now. Since stablecoins now account for at least 1% of M2, they can no longer be disregarded, and the Trump administration will prioritize regulation. As a result, stablecoins currently account for more than 1% of the M2 market, or the total amount of dollars in circulation. Consider how absurd that is. Stablecoins currently account for more over 1% of the M2 money supply. There will be significant benefits for networks that are able to intercept the movement of tokenized cash. Solana, Tron, and Ethereum. The XRP ledger isn't even mentioned. How amusing is that? Even with emerging protocols like Tether's Plasma network, these continue to be the networks with the highest average connectivity. This is definitely a trade, especially given that Circles is expected to go public later this year. It's funny today because, once more, stable coins that make up around 1% of the M2, or money supply, are the reason why not many people actually check the XRP ledger and what Ripple is doing. This is a very big step, and stable coins will be added to the map. However, stable coins have already been at the forefront of the most important conversations in the United States. For instance, Cynthia Loomis recently posted, "Here's what to know as I prepare for the first Digital Asset Subcommittee hearing." Bipartisan legislation begins with this step. Experts who influence market structure and stable coin policies will speak to us. For details on the live stream, stay tuned. This is a huge deal indeed. This has already happened. However, if we consider the current situation, stable coins are at their highest point right now. There is a lot of discussion about them. And once more, I remember April, when the Treasury was speaking with Ripple, Lauren Believe, Stellar, Chainlink, and, I think, Circle, among other participants from the space. However, they were discussing ways to incorporate tokenized assets and stable currency from CBDC into the American financial system. Consider how absurd the sentence that just left my lips is, and how it caused a ripple. There were Stellar, Chainlink, and even Circle, and the Treasury was working on how to incorporate them into the U.S. banking system. We are now discussing regulations to support stablecoins. Additionally, this new administrator explains to us how U.S. dollar-backed stablecoins can help the U.S. system and the dollar's hegemony. Jerma Lair from Circle is over here. According to him, the U.S. dollar-pegged stablecoin issue had to be registered in order to function within the United States. He has been advocating for stablecoin regulation and is currently fighting for U.S. registration. Why shouldn't he, though? Circle, after all, is completely regulated. We consider Circle and USDC to be completely regulated. They want regulation since it's becoming into one of the most popular stablecoins available, and when it comes to the game, growth is really accelerated by regulation. However, Circle is unaware of Ripple's significant lead over RUSD. The volume of Ripple USD and Rouse lately increased by more than 327%. This was quite important. Now, it wasn't particularly crazy. In terms of the actual trading volume, it was obviously $203 million in dollars, which is again, fantastic to see, but ultimately, this is a pretty small number. Still, right now, it's not too bad for a new launch, but we want to see Rouse fully flourish quickly. However, what will provide Rust with complete support? In order to meet the needs of all of its merchants on a single platform, PayPal intends to include its stablecoin into more of its products this year. We'll get there in a moment, but I must start with this piece first. And Monica Long, the president of Ripple, sounds like someone we know. In an attempt to serve all of its merchants' demands on a single platform, PayPal intends to include its stablecoin into more of its products this year. Since Rust is now incorporated into the whole Ripple product line, she says it sounds familiar. And when we consider that, you have Ripple Liquidity, Ripple Payments, and Ripple Custody. In fact, Ripple is providing a lot of services here, and they want to consolidate everything under a single platform to better serve the demands of major actors and institutions. And PayPal is currently doing just that. Very, very intriguing. Furthermore, it does sound really similar. Now, is there a clear connection between Ripple and PayPal here? We're not sure. We have no idea what will occur in this situation. However, I thought this was really fascinating. However, it also emphasizes how these major companies, such as PayPal, are fully supporting the stablecoin movement. But let's return to the US and ROUSD. This is what the CEO of Bank of America truly said. This is a huge credit to Bank XRP. It seems rather obvious that a stablecoin that is entirely backed by the dollar will exist. It is identical to a bank account. You are aware that Ripple Rust is a 10-year-old partner. Take a look at this. Something that is essentially the same as a bank account is a money market fund with check access. We will thus enter that industry if they legalize it. Since it hasn't been legal for us to do so up until now, you will have a BS Bank of America coin in a bank in a US dollar deposit, and we will be allowed to shift them back and forth. However, it's like another foreign money at that point. It will be interesting to see what it can be used for. It's quite obvious. Accordingly, he finds the Bank of America coin intriguing. Currently, Bank of America will also have its own coin. Additionally, each bank will have its own coin. But since Citi will not be using Bank of America coin, the problem here is that they are walled gardens. Additionally, JP Morgan will not use Bank of America currency. Thus, each of them has a unique coin. As a bridge currency, this also completely supports XRP's primary use case. However, when we truly consider what is happening, our USD makes a lot of sense in these discussions that we are hearing from, including the largest banks such as Bank of America. Indeed, they are one of Ripple's 10-year-old partners. They are still one of Ripple's partners.